Watching an Instagram video.
All right. So I guess we're live. We'll get to it later. But guys, welcome to another episode of gf1 Sports Podcast. Cast. So guys,
funny as a motherfucker.
So guys, right now we are live. Sadly, we're down one more person. Bryan was supposed to be in tonight, but sadly, the original host, he is sick. We hope you get well, buddy. Right now, so let's go ahead and introduce you to our. Usually we have four co-hosts, but replacing them, and we got another person to replace them, which is Ryan. Ryan, welcome to the GF1 Sports Podcast. Welcome, man.
What's good, Mac? What's good? Here to talk what little bit of sports news we have. So, Can't wait.
Can't wait either. But guys, we got the guests out the way. Now let's go with the usual people. We call them the gun. I don't care. I call them the goons. Starting with the guy to my I see right now to my right. He is the thrill and a little Trill. What's up?
What's going on, guys? I'm Chill XO. I'm so happy to be here. Let's talk some sports. Let's have a good time. Let's get some good vibes.
Yes. And next we have he was out the last episode. He wanted to do his draft. His fucking team literally took my fucking quarterback. Fuck his team, but seriously, I love this guy. Casey, how's it going, Casey?
It's a great day to be a Saints fan.
And last but certainly not least, she is here pretty much on everything on the network. She is basically our wrestling expert, Miss Pyretta Blaze. How's it going, Pyretta?
Hey, Pixel Pals. Doing all right. I hope everybody's staying safe and staying healthy out there.
Yep. And together we form like Voltron, and we are already now known as the gf1 Sports Podcast.
Take a picture of us doing the fucking Exodus.
You gotta do the fusion thing from Dragon Ball. Everyone just turn like this.
Yeah.
Dude, Mac, your Buck schedule has been released.
I know.
Just happened.
I know. We're playing the fucking Saints. Let's go.
God, I hope Drew Brees throws like 5 touchdowns on you.
First game. I think Brady's gonna throw to Marshawn. Like, just
I think that's really gonna be an amazing opening game, and it's
gonna be in the dome, and if people are allowed to go, the dome is 35 minutes from my house, so I might as well.
I'm throwing Skittles. What you mean? They finna win the chip, the bowl, the cup, the dip, everything.
I am going outside, and I'm literally gonna tailgate outside. Fuck it, I'm sitting at the house. I'm sitting at the TV. And it's like, let's go Bucks! Woo!
I wish. Like, this is the main thing I've been fucking wanting is for Brady, like, to be able to go see Brady play Breeze. I'm not gonna be able to fucking do it.
I know. I want to see that. I really want to see that. Brady.
It's gonna be a game.
It's gonna be an awesome game. But besides that, people, we know the schedule's coming out. We'll get to that probably a little bit later.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about what game we're probably looking forward to seeing. Not part of our schedule. Or maybe it's part of the schedule. But first of all, we just had a draft. We did a mock draft. Some of our drafts didn't turn out the way that they wanted, like Payroll Chase one. Chase Young. That didn't happen. We knew that wasn't gonna happen.
Later. Later. I'm still clinging on to that for later in the segment, by the way. Still clinging to that.
That was not happening, Pirate. That was not going to happen. Chase Young was not going to be a Kansas City Chief. That would have happened. I would have like, oh, fuck.
Oh, you're a fucking cheat.
There's no way he falls that far.
If he falls that hard.
What are you talking about? Who just won? I'm sorry.
No, you did just win. So there's no way the best player in the draft was going to fall to 32. There was no way that was going to happen.
But it was. If it would have happened, I would have been like, Pyretta, you're an expert.
Hey, y'all got Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Y'all good.
Like, yeah, y'all are great.
Oh yeah, Chiefs 2020.
Yeah.
We're gonna see you, Brady. We're gonna see you. We'll see you.
We'll see y'all too. We'll see you too.
We're gonna see you.
Yeah.
We'll see you there. We'll see you there. You hear me? Hope you make it in one piece with your old ass. We'll see you.
All right, but besides that, let's go ahead and talk about our various drafts of our team. And we're gonna go start in order. Start with the Cincinnati Bengals and Ryan.
Oh man. No, I'll try to be optimistic. So my Bengals, they did what conventional wisdom says. They took the local kid, Joe Burrow, number 1 overall. I'd have preferred, Chase Young, but whatever. It is what it is.
It feels good to hear. This is Joe Burrow, number 1 overall.
Zonzo Ball going number 2. It's like, yeah.
It's weird, Mac. A lot of places are like, oh, give the Bengals an A. They're all grading the Bengals with an A because they got Burrow. I'm like, yeah, they had the number 1 pick. And they're following conventional wisdom. They didn't upgrade the offensive line. There have been so many guys who have been drafted. Oh, they're the next generational quarterback, and then they get crushed by the NFL's defense because they get a terrible offensive line. That is my fear for Joe Burrow. Now that Andy's gone, Andy's gonna be a cowboy, baby. So it's. I want Joe to be good. I'm sick of being bad. Like it's terrible.
I feel you. I feel your pain.
But I mean, overall, they did have a really good draft. Just I wish they would have taken an offense, like another offensive lineman. Like just we'll see what happens. But I gave the Bengals a B. Like I think like overall like everything's good. I really wish they would have gotten Chase Young and just taken a quarterback in the second round because Chase Young to me was a generational talent in this draft that I think he's going to be a force for years. Where Burrow is so dependent on other pieces fitting. Right. That's my fear.
This is quarterback draft class of like recent fucking memory. Like the amount of talent that was in this first round was insane.
It's the same.
I've never seen that much talent before.
Yeah, I mean, for God's sakes, Arizona got a steal with it. Like, and they were picking way later than everybody else.
They get Isaiah Simmons.
Yeah, they get Isaiah Simmons. Simmons is. I don't like Clemson at all, but Isaiah, I think
legit.
To get him at 8, that's amazing.
Don't come for my team, Mac. That's rude.
No, look, I'm giving your team. I gave it a compliment. It makes me sick, but I gave it a compliment.
You gotta realize that's the best you're gonna get from Mac, all right?
Yeah, that's the best.
I felt like a bit of his soul came out when he said this.
It's one more reason I hate the Cowboys that they added a big fucking ginger to their
Wow. It's great. I love it. This is such a dumbass Jerry move to make. Like, oh yeah, Dak Prescott, I don't want to pay you. I'll just get Andy Dalton. He'll fucking pull it off.
No, I feel like this is like a Jason Garrett move. Like, okay.
But he's not there. Garrett's
I know, but he loves red-headed quarterbacks.
But last thing I'll say, I think the Bengals did have one of the steals of the draft when they were able to get that Higgins kid from Clemson in the second round. He was one of the best receivers that I saw in the draft. So to get a top-tier receiver in the second round like that, it's good. That's a good move. That's all I got to say about my Bengals. It's more interesting to talk about relevant teams than – so hopefully you guys are fans of some relevant teams.
Why do you draft an unproven quarterback for a quarterback you know that will lose in the first round of playoffs? Why is that the upside and you give it a B?
You're talking about the Bengals, right?
The Bengals, yeah. Andy Dalton will lose in the first round of the playoffs. Unanimously, that's history. That's facts.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is like, why? Also on the Cowboys, this isn't just directly at him. This is like a directly at everybody. And also on the Cowboys aspect, Dak Prescott, he has a bigger upside than Andy Dalton. Like, why do you make that move? It's very.
I don't understand. I don't understand Jerry's thought process with that.
Jerry's like, he got red. No, Jerry's like, well, he got red hair.
And he's from Texas.
Texas.
He's from Texas?
Yeah.
Andy
played at TCU. I remember watching him
that makes
shock Wisconsin.
Yeah. He's a big Texas boy. How we're gonna make him a cowboy?
Texas with that pale ass skin.
It's a mystery, man. It's a mystery.
Hey, that's racist. You can't be racist, says the white girl over here. No, I'm kidding.
My bad.
You call him the whitest fucker here. Look at all of you guys, and then you're red.
No, my light is making me look brighter than I am, Pyretta. I am
dark.
Also,
we've all been inside all spring. It's okay, guys. I'm actually as dark as Mac in real life.
Also, we're in the chat. We got Handsome Fister. He's saying, hey, have a great show. And he's saying, go Colts. Okay.
Good luck.
Hey, who said that?
I gotta say, I don't hate the Colts, so that's, all right.
Parents?
Handsome Fister. He's
okay. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, the Colts got better. I'll give him that.
Yeah, let's see. I'm pulling up the picks.
Okay, he said you made that move because of Teddy Bridgewater did last year in New Orleans. Oh shit! Oh damn it!
Easy. Teddy Bridgewater just stole my favorite quarterback starting spot, so I'm very upset.
Yeah.
I have abandoned the Panthers. I've jumped off the ship.
Don't feel
like
bad.
I'm Homer going to the bush, from Panthers coming back out of Ravens. Be like, I said same thing. What happened? What happened?
I love the Ravens.
Don't really feel bad, Trill, because Cam Newton jumped off that fucking ship Super Bowl 50 when he didn't die for that fucking fumble.
Exactly.
Agreed.
Like, Cam been on
Agreed.
dude. It's just been a matter of time before he got fucking released.
Agreed. Some people don't have the mental discipline to stay focused at all times and to make the right play.
Right.
That's the difference between good players and great players. That's the difference between legends and people that finish second place. That day he finished second place, he deserved it.
Right. And speaking of Cam Newton, apparently he's like, all right, fuck it. Nobody signed me. I guess I'll be a backup. That story just came out today. That's a big fall.
Okay, so
wow.
What I want everybody to remember is that there's a thing in quarterbacks that's different if you're a ginger compared to if they say only thing you're good at is running the ball. Yeah. So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like sometimes the backup is the big ass mosquito. Almost lost my life. Sometimes the backup is the way to the starting job, i.e. Michael Vick, i.e. Teddy Bridgewater.
Exactly.
Sometimes when
I wouldn't be shocked.
Type of quarterback that somehow isn't cerebral, but depends on his athleticism to win the game type shit. For some reason, we have to be the backup or we have to be the odd guy looking in. When truthfully, if we stack numbers for numbers, Cam Newton is in the top 5 of available quarterbacks today.
And somebody like made the reason the reason the Pats haven't signed him yet is because Belichick won't agree with him. And I'm like, Belichick dealt with a lot of problem guys in New England.
Actually, the Pats have a plan, and it's tanking for Trevor. You know that, right? They're going to take Trevor Lawrence. That's why they're tanking this year, so they get top pick.
I'm telling you, I don't see Belichick tanking in his life. I think he would. If the Pats ownership told Belichick you have to tank, he would blow his brains out before Belichick would tank.
It's cheating at this point because they know they're going to have more issues that they try to mitigate. So Trevor Lawrence.
I'm gonna get a little crazy here because I'm glad to top this. Look.
Makes me salty too because I want to see him.
We have literally saw him. I mean, I'm kind of believing it because I do believe, even though it looked like a good draft, I believe that dog did those draft picks, and I'm a belief that Nike did those draft picks. So Nike is really the GM.
Yeah, but Mikey did a better job than some other teams we'll talk about when we get to the worst draft when we get to the teams that had the worst draft.
Yeah.
All right. So who's next, team wise?
I am next. The Tampa Bay. Wait a minute.
Oh! The Chiefs just released their schedule. By the way, I just got the update on my phone.
Sweet.
I seen it.
Oh, you got it. Okay, good. I'll let you talk about it then.
No, I'm doing the Ravens. You talk about the Chiefs. You're fine.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, damn it. They keep getting fucking better. I mean, look.
That's never been a statement that's been uttered until it's very fucking
Yeah, that's a new one.
Look. I mean, I thought personally, when the Giants took, I'm not gonna lie, I thought the Bucs would have traded down because I had at my draft schedule, I thought there's no chance that we're gonna get Tristan Wirfs. We're not gonna even get Andrew Thomas. We're not gonna get. I thought I didn't want Andrew Thomas because I didn't think he was a good starter. I would rather us get Tristan Wirfs or the Mika or the other guy, Alabama, or one of the big three. I would have loved to get one of the big three because I was like, I would love to get one of the big three, but I don't see us getting one of the big three. And to have Tristan Wirfs fall to the fucking Bucs, I literally was like, the first thing I said when I saw the Giants take Isaiah took Thomas, I was like, thank you, Dave Gettleman. Thank you for fucking this up for the first fucking up again. Because the last time you fucked up, we met the wrong guy. But then again, Devin White is a good linebacker. I really we could have had another play, but you fucked up again, and this time you fucked up the next time. So then I was thinking there's a chance we can get Tristan Wirfs. I was like, oh fuck. Oh crap. I thought at that time I was like, we can get one of the big three. Which one do I want? And I was like, I would love to get Tristan Wirfs. He's big body. He can plug and play either side. It's awesome. And then when we got him, I was like, oh god, I got Tristan Wirfs. I was so happy. We got Tristan Wirfs. So that alone literally gave it an A, but I'm not done yet. The second round, I really thought we should get a running back. I love Ronald Jones, but I don't see him as the particular starter. I'm not gonna lie, I really wanted DeAndre Swift, and I'm still peeved a little bit. But when I heard that when we got the safety from Antoine Whitfield from Minnesota, I was like, I need to look him up. I looked at the place. I said, boy, this was a baller. I mean, he reminds me of the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And damn it, Todd Bowles love using those type of players that they can plug and play anywhere. I mean, we got a steal in the second round. I mean, I literally thought he's the type of player where he's the jackknife. You can put him anywhere on the field. You can put him at safety. You can put him at strong safety, cornerback. You can put him everywhere on the field. He'll play there. And I think that's what Todd Bowles loves. He loves those gadget players on defense where I'm going to use you, but I'm going to put you. He's a chess piece for the Bucs. That backfield just got a little bit, like 16 times better. And Keyshawn Vaughn, look, I had to look him up too because he played for the Vanderbilt. And I was like, look, I had to look him up because Vanderbilt is sorry. And I looked at him run. I was like, wow, he played good behind that terrible team. I was like, this is a steal. We got a running back to pull up right beside Rojo. And the rest is just, then we got another wide receiver. Boy,
guys, your draft was all about making it the team as good as possible for Brady.
Yeah.
So you guys did it right. Do you agree with the A? Because I've seen A's floated around for the Bucs.
Yeah.
Did you earn that A?
I think I would want to say A plus. I really want to say A plus, but I'm going to stick with the A. The later picks are, they're going to be sometimes backups, sometimes except for that wide receivers. But as a whole, I got to give it an A because getting Tristan Wirfs is the A itself. It was an A. It didn't matter what we did from there on out. It was an A. But the other stuff could have easily pushed it to an A plus. But I'm not going to go there because I got to see the rest before I start making my final judgment. Let me put it like this. This is an A that could possibly turn into an A plus. Did that make sense? This is an A that can turn actually into A plus to the other players.
Yeah, if you guys make it to like the NFC title game, yeah.
Hell yeah,
that's make that argument.
If we get to the NFC title game, that's an A plus. What?
Oh my God.
I think if you don't win the Super Bowl, it's an F.
You ain't even winning the fucking division. What you mean?
Well, that's the thing, though. I'm not of the mindset the Bucs are. I don't think it's Super Bowl or bust for the Bucs. I don't think Brady's enough to push him over the edge.
We'll see. We'll fucking see. It's gonna see what happens.
Mac, I'm sorry. They're going to be better.
Has less time in Tampa Bay than LeBron has on the Lakers. LeBron's been there in the Lakers for 2 years already. Brady has a season and a half before they will replace him. Fact.
True.
Whoa.
Because the minute Brady gets hit,
but legendary, it's gonna be a wrap.
Imagine.
You got to be legendary. That's why you got to put all those people around him. That's why you have to have an A plus draft. That's why you got to get Gronkowski. That's why you got to get Marshawn Lynch. Shit, he might as well get Future and Drake to sing the course for the championship song.
I can't wait.
And paid everybody else. I ain't never made that much money in Tampa. Damn.
What a time!
Tampa ain't got no state tax on income. So
exactly.
they're keeping some of that change. That's another 16% they're keeping on top of it. So
what a time to be alive.
I mean, I will give Tampa, like, the edge they have is Bruce Arians, man. He can take, like, he's surprising. Like, he's able to do some things as a coach. You give him Brady, he might be able to do something. But
here this season, Mac, is Chris Collinsworth say, oh, and around the edge, here's Cameron Jordan sacking Tom Brady for the 4th fucking time this game.
That is the problem. That is Tampa Bay has
boy, son. It's like my favorite defensive player in the whole league. Like, come on, man.
I can't even say
that's why you get somebody like Lynch,
like he's legit right now. Like it's true.
Lynch can run and block though. Gronk can
Like,
run and block though.
NFC South, like we shred fucking defenses.
All right, well, we'll see. We'll see. We got time. We got time.
We got Malcolm Jenkins back. Like, come on, bruh.
Yeah, you always got some of that gumbo working on you, baby. You can't work.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. I still think the Saints and the Bucks are going to be a very good, entertaining game. Yeah, it's going to be an entertaining game. I think that game's literally going to. No matter what you say, Casey, I think that game going to come down to the water.
The best thing about Tom going to the Bucks is now we get Tom versus Breeze twice a year now. That's great.
Yeah, but what I fucking wanted and what I got robbed of, you've never met me before, so you probably never heard me rant about this, but I'm going to go on one. The fucking Rams, they fucked us. The refs fucked us. The NFL bent us over and used no fucking lube. No lube at all. Al Riveron is sitting in fucking New York.
It's happened 2 seasons in a row. That's what's fucked.
I don't see any pass interference. I don't see what the fuck's wrong.
I feel your pain, man, because it's been 2 straight seasons of bad calls.
That would have been the greatest fucking Super Bowl of all time. Brady versus Breeze. Both in their fucking prime. That'd have been the greatest Super Bowl ever.
Who's in their prime? I'm in my prime. I play video games for a living. What do you mean in their prime? What you talking about?
Oh, Jesus, that was good. Jesus.
Maybe Breeze is in his prime, beating all these fucking records this past season.
That man is cold. I don't know what it is. You know what? It must be some of that gumbo he eating every day. That's what it is that keep him strong like that. That's that Southern cooking.
But that voodoo.
But see, now Brady down here to get a Southern cooking too. So I don't know, man.
They must be putting them stones in the back. They got a root on them somehow.
Yeah,
Anyway, speaking of the Saints,
sage and stones to get
all right. So who's up next, Matt?
Saints.
Nice. All right. So I'd give ours. We didn't really have a lot of picks this year. We had 3 that I know of, 4 that I know of, something like that. Cesar Ruiz was first off. He's a center out of Michigan because same college as Tom Brady. I think we did pretty good with him. I'd give him like an A- because we do really need some offensive line help. Like we need a strong line, especially with Breeze getting older another year. His body's breaking down more. You need to start getting him a little bit more protection off the line. The other one I liked, Adam Troutman. He's a tight end. I can't remember the college, but he
UD. I've seen that kid play. It's weird.
3rd round, 105th pick, and he's like a really decent fucking tight end. And we don't really have that because Josh Hill fucking sucks. We don't really have a good tight end who can block and make fucking big plays when it comes to catching. So I'd give overall Saints like B+, like or B. The only thing that keeps me from giving them an A is the Tommy Stevens choice.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Which was Sean Payton's whole choice just to be, which I love Sean Payton to death, don't get me wrong. He's a god when you come to New Orleans. Like they talk about him like he's Jesus himself. He was really petty toward the Panthers. I don't know if y'all heard this story or not. It's a big story I heard.
Yeah, we heard
Tommy Stevens supposedly was told by the Panthers that they would pay him more and they were going to pick him. If nobody picked him, they were going to draft him as a free agent, like an unsigned free agent, and pay him more money. Well, Sean Payton heard about this, and he was like, not in my division. Bitch. He traded up and stole that pick from
now he's going to sit 3rd string. Damn.
He'd be a fucking petty asshole, and I love Sean Payton for that. I just love it. He's not even going to be 3rd string. He's going to be 4th string.
He'll be on practice squad.
You got Breeze. You got Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill.
I forgot about Winston.
Yeah.
Taysom Hill is the future of the Saints. Jameis Winston's going to pull a Bridgewater and be gone by another year.
Yeah.
Taysom Hill is who they're looking at for the future. And they're looking at Tommy Stevens as a replacement for Taysom Hill. He's going to be another Swiss Army knife. He can run and he can catch like a wide receiver. They're going to use him more in that way.
Fucking.
So B+. I give him a B-. Saints never really have great drafts because we're always.
You guys were close as is. You got that offensive lineman you needed. That was you plugged where you needed it.
And he seems like a really good guy. He's like I heard about his story. They played on ESPN. Really emotional. Dude seems like a really good guy, and I really hope he does well for us this coming season.
All right, cool. Next, we got Trill. Before we go to Trill,
What's up?
you know what time it is? Why the Knicks suck?
God, the Knicks suck.
They suck. Fuck them.
Fuck, they suck, dude.
Oh, damn it. So we got guys, if you don't know how the Knicks suck, we take like 5 seconds and talk about why the Knicks suck. So guys, here's why the Knicks suck. Once again, I know we talk about this every time. Why the fuck do you draft like 7 guards and don't start none of them?
How you gonna trade away a legend's son and then pay him twice as much as he's worth to come back?
Why you got rid of Patrick Union?
Likely they never did nothing to y'all.
I just got an email. I just wanted to share this with y'all right quick. It's some really big sports news. They said the Cowboys' schedule has been released, and they already said the Cowboys went 6-10 and didn't make the playoffs this year. They're bending the fucking rules to get the Cowboys into the playoffs. The Cowboys are going to be like, nah, bro.
They've expanded the playoff field, and the Cowboys still miss it.
Oh, imagine
the playoffs. Jerry Jones has a beat in Madden,
led by 8-8 teams. Like, just imagine. It's probably about the same as being a fucking Bucks fan. I'm not gonna lie.
God, really?
As much shame as a Chiefs fan before Patrick Mahomes.
Hey.
Easy.
Like,
he's going after all
Maybe the shame of like being a Saints fan before Breeze came back or came.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say anything about the Bengals though because
I
already had it bad enough under Dalton. Like that's like fucking Like I'd rather get diagnosed with AIDS than have Andy Dalton as my fucking quarterback.
It's nice he's going. It's nice.
Gotta love it.
All right, that's all done for the night.
All right. So we got 1 second. Yeah, the Knicks suck ass.
Knicks are terrible.
Yeah, Knicks are terrible. Yeah. Sale
the person I know in New York can hoop. How y'all got hoopers?
Yeah, I know, right? Dolman, you suck.
Free agents go to retire. They're just like, I'm done.
Yeah, I mean Dolman. Look, I know I'm
street ball team could whip the Knicks' ass.
Yeah, I know, right? Look, Dolman, I know you're gonna ban me, but I don't give a fuck because I don't live in New York. But look, you need to fucking sell your team to somebody, or just give up your presidency or whatever the fuck you is, because you're just horrible. And you can ban me all you want, but I don't give a fuck. You suck. But yeah, the Knicks, they're terrible.
He's in every black movie that your black players like. You're dumb. You're dumb.
You're not even going to be in Space Jam 2. You suck.
You're so bad that don't even include you in Space Jam 2. There we go, Mac. That's an ender. That's what you do.
That's it. You're right, dude.
Nobody's stopping that shit. Trail next. Trail the Ravens.
Legendary.
All right, let's hear about the Ravens.
All right, so.
Patrick Queen. Better talk about it.
Ravens. Our Ravens. Only thing we really needed after the spectacular year we had was that everybody to show up in the big game. Some people choked. It's life. It happens, right? So I give my Ravens kind of a B+ with the Patrick Queen fit in linebacker at the first pick at 28. 28 is a hard number to pick at. It's like 32. You really just take the best available player. Linebacker was a position we needed to be filled. We really needed to shore up the defensive side. I wish in the second round we didn't take a running back, seeing how we have Mark Ingram already. I wish we had spent it on another defensive linebacker or maybe a wide receiver. I would actually, honestly, if Patrick Queen, if it was a higher pick than 28, maybe we could have packaged it with someone else to get a veteran wide receiver out there to help Lamar Jackson. But overall, everybody gives it a. I give it a B to a B+. Honestly, with how the chips fell, definitely. Patrick Queen, great pick. J.K. Dobbins, running back, decent. And Justin, what's this dude's name? Mandabuke?
Yep.
Yeah, defensive lineman, pretty good. And Devin, wide receiver. I don't know. It's hard to tell. 4th round wide receivers. They can be Hall of Famers, or they can be somebody that doesn't make up the practice squad. So, blowing through the hype of last year, I expect us to make the playoffs again this year and to be in contention for a chip.
Damn. You sound like you should work at ESPN. Just being honest.
Apply on Indeed, but they didn't respond because
Yeah, I know. Like
my only references was Big Bird and Cookie Monster.
ESPN just sent me another alert. I don't know if y'all heard that. It said Lamar Jackson chokes in playoffs again.
That's okay, man. It's not like Drew Brees is going back-to-back championships or something. Brady, so I'm all right with that.
I mean, I got an alert. I got an alert too. The Saints get fucked again. The emphasis said FUCK.
Bro, I swear to God, I know we're live on the internet right now, but I swear, as a Saints fan, I don't know if you need to bleep this or not.
Don't do it.
I will fuck people up if the Saints get fucked over by refs again.
I'm not gonna believe it.
Saints go 16-0, lose an NFC title game with dubious call, costing them a shot.
And they look, and it's like a photo of the ref and his Mac and the ref shirt.
No, I'm going there.
I know what your Christmas present is now, Mac. You're getting a ref shirt.
Yeah, I am definitely getting a ref shirt, and I'm gonna go out there and just tackle Drew Brees.
I know the Patriots aren't making it into the playoffs this year, so wouldn't it be great if Tom Brady put in a call to his old buddy Julian Edelman and you just see him dressed as a fucking ref on the Saints side?
He's got a terrible mustache.
Yeah.
Like a really bad one.
Oh, Kyle Rudolph pushed off of a fucking defender? I didn't see nothing. You fucking Stevie Wonder out there? All right, y'all got me.
All right. Just playing, man.
3 fucking rings by now. 3 fucking rings. I just want to let that be known.
Let me know, man.
They could have won last year for real. They were hot, man.
Yeah, they were. They were good.
The one thing you don't mention to a Saints fan is the fucking refs. Same way you don't mention 28-3 to a fucking Falcons fan.
No. Look. I don't mention none of the ref calls, but I'm telling you right now, I don't give a fuck about the Falcons. I will mention 28-3 to them every chance I get. 28-3, fuck you too.
Bro, they turn out the lights and turn on a whole new team on the ass.
I was watching a Mike Dub film the other day of that Super Bowl, and the whole time Mohamed Sanu's going, man, we whooping the ass, and you just hear Julio Jones go, it's Tom Brady, man. Like, it's Tom Brady. It's
oh God, I just watched that. Like,
that's what I told my mom that
touchdowns on their asses, and it was
that was the funniest shit ever because I was sitting in the room, like me and my family watch the Super Bowl every year, and I remember that Super Bowl in particular. My brother and my dad were just sitting up there like, it's fun. They're going to win. Falcons going to win. And me and my mom looked at each other and just shook our heads at him and said, what are y'all shaking your heads for? It's Tom Brady. Number 12 still in the Yeah. And my mom's like, yeah. And my mom loves to still.
You can say it's Tom Brady, but it also, at the point in the game, it was a 99% chance Atlanta was going to win. They just had to score one more. Like a field goal. That's what's so beautiful about it. They had a 99% chance to win, and they let it.
We're in the locker room. You hit that deuce, you drank that goose, you smoked that L, you came out.
I'm not sure. I'm legitimately shocked that like Matt Ryan didn't hang himself after that game because he could have had a Super Bowl.
I'm not lying. Like Matt Ryan probably went and shot.
You don't think it's bad enough than Pete Carroll deciding to fucking throw it?
He should have shot himself. Oh my God.
I was shocked at him.
That was the worst call ever. And then all of a sudden, here comes the biggest choke game of all time.
Pete Carroll is, Pete Carroll thanks God every day for 28-3.
Yeah, he does. Oh, he had the worst Super Bowl memory in the decade. You're right.
He's like, I fucking should have won it. 28-3. Like he said, I fucking should have won it. And also remind me of that following year, the same shit happened to my fucking Bulldogs. We had to win. All we had to do was fucking run Todd Gurley, and we would have won the damn thing.
Y'all really had to win.
We had to win. Casey, Nick Saban was literally on his knees knowing that he was fucked. He's like, I'm fucked. They're going to give it to Todd Gurley, and he's going to run up the gut, and I'm not going to win this national championship. Huh?
It's fucking Alabama. It's Alabama. Why did you ever think you had a fucking chance?
Okay, let me explain to you, because I really...
Mac, it's simple. In the 20th century, in the 21st century, death, taxes, and Alabama being good. It is a fact of life, unfortunately.
Yeah, but
last season that wasn't the case. Thank Jesus, my boys won it all.
But here's the reason.
What?
Let me explain to you, Casey, why we should have won. It was the 1 fucking yard line. We have fucking Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley, the best running back in all of college football.
Anytime Saban loses, all of Louisiana and South Mississippi instantly nut. Like it's just
there's a communal nut at the same time. Like everybody just feels it. Like
I know personally, I know 7 people who got pregnant. All got pregnant. Positive pregnancy test about 6 to 8 weeks after the LSU Alabama game. He got pregnant right during the national championship game.
That's too funny.
I almost got fucking pregnant the night of the championship game. Like that's was like we didn't expect it. I came into this season going like, all right, I watched the interviews, Joe Burrow and Coach O saying we got a new team. This is a new Tiger. This is the new LSU Tigers. This is the new generation. And I was like, all right, it's the same shit I heard the past 5 years. Boy, I swear to God, Joe Burrow marched onto the field that first time. I was ready to knock a fucking hole in the wall. Just seeing him like out on the field, just chilling, putting up 550 yards, 6 touchdowns, whatever. Like it was nothing. And dude, all right, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Like,
all right.
Let's go get X-rated. Let's hear Pirata.
Yeah, Pirata. Yeah, touch Chiefs.
The world champion Chiefs.
Hold up, this isn't GF1. This is GF1.
We know. Casey's making it X-rated.
So the only thing that's really gonna make the Chiefs any better than they already are is to get a better pass rush. So of course, dream pick would be Chase Young of Ohio State. But realistically, since you guys are all being haters.
It's not hating. It's acknowledging that he's too good to fall that far.
It was not
that far. What are we talking about? We're the one with the win right now. Your team's not.
No, I'm saying Chase Young is too good to fall to 32 in the draft.
I'm telling
that
you
would never happen.
I'm telling you right now, if Chase Young was at the Bucks and we did not pick him, I think even Casey would be like, he would probably go on a murder spree down on New Orleans trying to pay for not taking Chase Young. He would.
Anyway,
I would literally go to Bruce Arians and go down to Bruce Arians and say, why the fuck do you not take Chase Young, you fucking idiot?
Well, anybody could take him as an idiot, basically. I'm just saying, like he's the hottest player right now.
Yeah.
But for a realistic pick, Yannick Ngakoue, he was franchised by the Jaguars. Picking him would probably be the most realistic and best option for fitting that need for the Chiefs. Right now, we've got the Dolphins had released Taco Charlton. So the Chiefs signed him for a 1-year deal. He fits the profile of a Steve Spinagaloo defensive end. He hits the threshold for size, weight, arm length. He's got all that. He's got 2 Michigan alums on the team already. He's got Frank Clark, and he's got our new defensive end, Mike Diana, something like that. Sorry if I butchered your name. Don't know you. You're new. I'll get to learn it. So he's got the 2 alums to help him mesh better into the team, and with the defensive line coach, Brennan Daly, he's the kind of coach that like brings the fire out of his players every time. So that's the one thing that I think will give him better, because let's face it, he sucked on the Cowboys. He sucked for 2 seasons. They got rid of him, and now that we've got him from the Jaguars, I think we actually have the right players on the team and the right kind of coach to bring that fire out into him, to see really what he can do as a player, to groom him the way he needs to be. Now, our draft pick. Oh my God. You heard me last time. I was like, really? These are my dream picks. But as long as we don't pick from LSU, I don't care. Just don't draft from LSU. What'd we do? we draft from LSU.
It's
We picked up
impossible.
Clyde Edwards Helaire. And
Good running back.
He's not particularly fast, okay? I mean, he can do 4.60, 40-yard dash. That is what I got. He's
All
also
right.
tall side. He's 5'7", so he's just a little bit taller than me. He's 207. He's just not.
He fucking mowed down Clemson's defense like he was a weed eater during the national championship.
The only thing he's really got going for him is that, he's got the tackle breaking ability. He's paced this year's rookie class in targets by 65. He had 55 receptions. He did receiving yards of like 452, 453, something like that. That was last season. So honestly, yeah, I'll give him a B+. Him being from LSU makes him a D because every time their players get to the Chiefs, they just start sucking wind. I don't know why. It's like they go in retirement mode, like, oh, I got a cush job now. I can do whatever I want. No, you bastards, play, please. So
She just won a Super Bowl, and she's talking about how much players just phone it in once they get there.
If you look, all of our strong players are not from LSU. That's the thing. So every time, and it's been like that since the 90s.
Matthew went to LSU.
Just like,
yeah, don't you love the Honey Badger?
Don't you like Tyrann Matthew? He's like the Chiefs' defensive star. He went to LSU.
He's the reason you guys were able to get over the hump.
No, the reason we were able to get over the hump was Mahomes. Don't
Matthew's defense.
That's straight up Mahomes doing that. That was him. He's a fucking all-star. I give the man that. But he's not from LSU either. So, but overall, looking at our current lineup, really right now, I was wanting to give us an A, but after we actually went in and did our new picks and everything, I would say an A- this year so far. So I'm still excited. I'm still looking forward to everything. I really do think, because honestly, I didn't really know much about Taco when my friend sent me a link on it, and I was like, dude, don't tell me his first name is really Taco. Like, that's fucked up. His parents named him that. And he's like, no, I'm like, oh, thank God. And I could not pronounce the man's first name for the life of me, so I understand why everybody else would call him Taco. So yeah, go with that. It's much easier to pronounce. Just about everybody can say Taco. So I looked into him and I was like, he wasn't doing that good, but I don't think it was necessarily him. I really think it was he didn't have the kind of coach and players on the field that he needed to succeed as a player. And sometimes that does happen. So knowing that he's got the benefits of having two alums there to help him mesh, and with our defensive line coach, I really think he would do very well. So hopefully we'll get to see some of that fire this year when we get to start playing, which, by the way, apparently I pulled it up. Where'd it go? Let me get back into it. Phone open.
I'm finna have to sign.
Here we go.
All right, man. All right, Casey.
Is going to kick off September 10th, and we will be hosting the Houston Texans.
Pirata, just letting you know, Casey got to log out.
Y'all have a good night, man.
Bye, Casey.
Hey, Chiefs and the Saints in the Super Bowl is coming here. Let's hope for it.
Ooh, no.
And that's another episode. I'll see y'all later.
All right. All right, Pirate, sorry to interrupt. You can keep going.
That's cool. It's just so September 10th, the Chiefs will be hosting, the Texans, and that's awesome. I'm excited. I'm like, finally, we got a date. We have a date. Now, if we could just get baseball going, which it looks like June 12th, and I'm going, please.
Are you coming to some Cards games?
Dude, well, it probably not this year, depending.
I'm about to say, I wonder. I'm assuming they're gonna.
I forgot life sucks. My bad.
In the crowd. But if it works out right, I have to this year, because I will be sad if I don't at least see Molina play one more game. Like I'm gonna fucking cry. Like if he were. So Molina's going to be coming back possibly. He's wanting to extend his contract 2 more years. He was originally going to retire at the end of the season. He's been with the Cardinals. He was drafted in 2000. And I mean, he's 38. He's as old as I am. I've literally grown up watching his career. Right. And he's always been with the Cardinals. He's always been a Redbird. And he wants to retire out as one. So hopefully they will go ahead and extend his contract out. But there is no guarantees. So he said if they won't, he is going to go free agent. He wants to do 2 more years. His health is there. He's recovered from all of his injuries. He's been doing good, especially with all this time off now. He's doing excellent, and he's primed and ready. He wants to get his last 2 in. Right. And I can't fault him for that, but I will be so heartbroken if we are stupid enough to let him go to any other team. We have to let him. We know he's going to the Hall of Fame. So we need to let him retire out as a Cardinal. I don't care what it takes at this point because he's always given St. Louis his best. He's been one of the most dedicated players ever. And
Yeah, I feel you. I completely agree.
I think Bryan does not agree.
Before we get to baseball, let's finish up this NFL talk.
Nah.
So let me run through this. The Monday night schedule has been released. Let me run through this, see if any of them excite you guys. We open the year up. We got Pittsburgh and the Giants, and the Titans and the Broncos. Neither of those games interest me.
No.
Next one, we got Saints at Raiders. So Casey's going to be into that. And then Kansas City and the Ravens meet up on September 28th. That's going to be good.
Watch, baby.
That's going to be the one to watch.
The Ravens are almost my backup team pick, and I ended up going with the Eagles, but the Ravens was like my next choice. So
yeah.
All right. So then it's the Falcons at Green Bay, or the Falcons Green Bay. I don't know. About the Falcons.
No.
Chargers, Saints, week 5. Cardinals, Dallas, week 6. Bears, Rams, week 7. Finally, something interesting. Week 8, Brady takes on the Giants on Monday night. So that'll be cool.
Yeah, that'll be a good game.
I will.
Brady takes on the Giants? Wait a minute, Giants?
Yeah, Tampa Bay and the Giants will be on Monday night.
We're gonna beat the shit out the Giants. Okay, next. Yeah.
And then we got Then the next week is the Pats and the Jets on Monday night. So week 9, Pats Jets. Yeah. And then week 10, NFC North clash, which is always good. Vikings Bears, so that'll be interesting. I wonder why the Bears got 2 Monday night games for some reason. I don't understand that at all, but whatever.
Shut
The Bears.
And then week 11, the Rams and the Bucks. So
that's gonna be
the Brady effect. The Brady effect. You got 2 Monday night games.
I know. I'm actually looking forward to that. I'm actually looking forward to seeing my boys in prime time.
That'll be the night I root for your team, Mac.
Yay!
I hate the Rams. I hated them ever since they came to St. Louis when I was in 8th grade. My mom was like, "Good morning, Wheaties box."
Then we got the Eagles and the Seahawks week 12, so that'll be interesting. The Bills and San Fran week 7 or week 13.
That's not bad.
That could be a good one. And then we got the Ravens and the Browns week 14. Browns, boo. Then we have I hate the Browns, so it is what it is. And then we've got Pittsburgh and Cincinnati week 15. Hopefully Pittsburgh's falling apart and we can get a Monday night win.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I think Pittsburgh's due to have some rough years, and Roethlisberger's falling apart. And then the last Monday night game of the year. The last Monday night game of the year, what will decide the AFC East, I believe, is the Bills and the Pats. The last Monday night game of the year.
I think that's going to actually be a good game.
I think the Bills. I actually feel like the Bills are going to win the division this year, 100% because Brady's gone.
Right. I mean, look, I'm not going to lie. I am looking forward to the main game. If I had to pick a game outside of the outside, I'm actually looking forward to seeing the fireworks show of Pat Mahomes versus Lamar Jackson.
That's it. Yeah, that is the game. There's not a better game on the schedule that year.
I'm not gonna lie. I would love to see. Look, we're gonna see. It's obviously you want to see Brady versus Breeze. You're gonna get to see that. But the game that's like, wow, this is gonna be a fireworks show.
Yeah. I can't believe they didn't make the Bucks Saints game a Monday night game. I thought they were going to do that for sure.
I thought they were going to do that too, but I think I was surprised that they didn't make them both Sunday night games. I thought they were going to make both of them.
Maybe you could have got like one Monday or like maybe a Thursday night game where like you were exclusively the only game on. Because I think Thursday night game would have played really well for those two Hall of Famers.
True, but looking at the schedule, I mean, good God Almighty, it's ridiculous. I mean, we got literally. I think I want to. This Fox game got to be a Sunday night, Thursday night game. So we got a Thursday night game, a Sunday night game. We got the Oakland Raiders on NBC. We're gonna slaughter them. And then we got the Saints on NBC. So I mean,
you do get holy crap. You get a bunch of games. You get 3 weeks of prime time.
Yeah.
So
we literally
the Brady effect, man.
Yeah. Like we literally from 25th all the way to November 8th. Those are primetime games. We're playing literally late at night, and I literally can't wait. I'm happy.
Wait, who's playing on Thanksgiving? Did they say yet?
I'll check.
I would like to know that.
NFL.
Because it's always the damn Lions, and I'm like,
Well, yeah, they're part of the.
And a part of the tradition. Everybody got to see. We got to see the Lions get their ass whooped. I mean, come on.
All right.
Look! Brian's gonna say something.
No, it's true. It's the Lions losing is a part of Thanksgiving tradition. It's
Brian's gonna say something in a second. Like, yeah, I resent that.
Just as good as the cornbread or the stuffing.
all right. So we got game 1 of Thanksgiving. Houston at Detroit, the early game. So,
oh man, that's a fucking disaster. Nobody wants to see them two sorry ass teams play each other.
Redskins at Cowboys for the second game.
Oh God, another sorry ass game.
And then Baltimore at Pittsburgh for the.
nope, that's the one.
Yeah, that's the game. That's the game we're watching. There it is.
There it is. But it's
I always like to root against the Cowboys because that's how Daddy raised me. So
yeah, but here's the thing. Are they?
he was like, I don't care who is playing the Cowboys, you always root against them. The other team you root for. I'm like, okay.
That is true, but is it worth it?
Tell me this since I was like 5, so I don't know any better now. I'm like, just whoever's playing them. So
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean,
I don't know.
I know it's gonna sound wrong, but why didn't they just let? I mean, I could have easily seen us playing. They could easily just shift Kansas City and the Bucks playing on Thanksgiving. That would have been a good game to see on Thanksgiving night. But Pittsburgh and the Ravens.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna be good, but
I mean, whoever's playing quarterback by that time should be decent for Pittsburgh.
True.
Maybe it's.
I don't root against them anyway because they're just a bandwagon team. So I'm like,
Who's a bandwagon team? What?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh has like the biggest fan base in the country.
Yeah, I know, right? Everybody.
Like I wouldn't call them bandwagon. I just think because they have so much fucking success. And I'm over here in Cincinnati fucking depressed about my losing seasons.
So they make it into the playoffs, so all of a sudden I see my neighbors who never had any stickers on their vehicle magically have Pittsburgh flags and Pittsburgh Steelers fucking.
You will see the Pittsburgh flags go everywhere, and I'm like, why? What the?
That's my issue. That's why I'm like they're a bandwagon team because suddenly, like coworkers of mine, I'll pull into the work parking lot and then suddenly their car is just covered in fucking
in Steelers colors. When them suckers make the Super Bowl, it's like everybody's a Steelers fan down here in South Carolina. I was like, fuck. Why?
Okay. So I think last thing NFL wise, who had the worst draft? So who made you go, what the fuck?
Green. Well, look. I would say Green Bay, but I love torturing TJ to death. I love torturing TJ Dix to death because I literally hate the Eagles for a long time ago. And they shouldn't have beat us those 3 times. So this is for you, TJ. Yeah, your draft was other shit. Why the fuck did you draft
Jalen Hurts?
Y'all are dumb. Whoever your general manager just had a brain fucking fart. What the fuck?
The Packers had the worst draft.
Yeah, it's the Packers.
I agree.
Packers.
It's like I get it. Okay, you drafted the next quarterback, but you still didn't add any pieces. Like you had the rest of the draft. Like, it's dumb. It's dumb.
It's dumb. It is. I mean, the obvious one with the Packers.
Maybe if you make some free agent noise before the draft, you don't look like such an asshole, but you look an asshole.
Yeah.
But,
like,
yeah.
You have a Hall of Famer that delivered to your cheesehead wearing asses a trophy, and you're gonna disrespect this man by getting him 2 grocery store workers and the dude that changes the tires? The fuck out of here. Come on. Get this man some help. Aaron Rodgers is a showtime every time he hits the field. Every time. Remember the belt? Remember Clay Matthews? Clay looked like Hulk Hogan, bald on top now. He old, son. Get him some help.
You're right, though.
Get him some help.
But also,
I love Hulk Hogan. It's when you do that, and I'm picturing it, and I'm just like, oh, he just needs a little like fringe cut T-shirt to go with it.
It's Hulk out there.
Well, honorable mention because I don't give a fuck what he did. I don't even remember half his damn picks. Can we just say who failed? Period. Is Bill O'Brien? He just failed as a person. Failed as
Bill O'Brien has something on Houston's ownership. I don't understand it.
I know.
He's got a videotape of the Houston owner blowing a guy or something.
Yeah,
I don't understand
I don't understand what the.
I don't know how Bill O'Brien keeps his job.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, look, I don't know how you failed as a head coach and failed as a GM, and then not only that, just failed as a human being. But Bill O'Brien did all three of those things, and that's impressive. I salute you. You are literally the biggest piece of shit.
The only thing keeping Houston from being terrible is how good Deshaun Watson's been. It's unreal.
It's unreal, but he got no DeAndre Hopkins. It's like, I mean, he's like, Bill, what the fuck?
That's like breaking up salt and pepper. You tripping?
Really? Yeah. I mean, like, what the fuck? It's like
jelly.
It's like The Sims. It's like he's throwing the football. He's throwing the football all of a sudden. DeAndre Hopkins. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? He was supposed to be down there. I was that my number. What the fuck is wrong with you? You know, yeah. I just don't understand. How the fuck do you just give up DeAndre Hopkins? When I heard Nuke, I'm not gonna lie. When I heard this is what was in the truck. I was in the truck and our signal was gone. And I came back down from the hill and I got news. The Arizona Cardinals have acquired DeAndre Hopkins. I'm like, this is a lie. At first I was like, this is a fucking lie. There's no chance in hell this is happening. No chance. And then Adam Schefter said, DeAndre Hopkins has been traded. Oh fuck! What the fuck?
But he did get shit for him. Yeah. That's what's irritating. Yeah, you gonna trade a receiver that good? You gotta get picks, man.
I didn't even look at the trade. I just was like, what the fuck? I told my brother that, and he was like, he told me, he literally looked at me. He said, "You are kidding." I said, "No." I was giggling my butt off.
Round pick.
Yeah.
Anything less is.
It's highway robbery. I literally was looking at him. I was like, I told him, like, I wish I could make this up. This is true. They traded away him.
They traded DeAndre Hopkins for 2 grocery store workers and a tire change. I'm telling you, bro. They traded him for. That's what they finna be doing when the season start, working at Aldi's and changing tires at Myers. They's not finna be playing football. Fuck out of here.
All right, so Pyra, do you want to talk about so now we're off in NFL? Pyra, do you want to talk about wrestling or just not really?
I mean, there's not really a lot going on other than for the old school St. Louis wrestling fans. This week we are mourning the loss of Tony Costa. He passed away, and I mean, he was really well known in the circuits back home. He was an active member of the South Broadway Athletic Club. He was one of those people that, like, everybody in the area that was into wrestling, like, knew. So whether you were in the business or just a fan, everybody knew him. He was one of those people who always took time for his fans. He made sure to tell them stories of matches and things like that. He lifted up the rookies. He helped train with them. He really gave his heart and soul into his craft, and he gave that back into his fans. And he was a really amazing person. Unfortunately, I did not have the benefit of knowing him, but I knew people who had worked with him and did know him. I've obviously never worked with him being female. There's only a few males that I've actually worked with, but he had passed away just this week. No, it's not related to COVID. I've seen mixed reports saying that it was just natural causes. Other stuff is saying that they suspect heart problems. But basically, we probably won't have any information until early next week. But he did pass away, and he left behind his family. So, you know, for those of you that like to pray and lift others up, like, his family needs your love and support right now, and his fans. Really, other than that, I mean, I think he had made the local Wrestling Hall of Fame in 2018, by the way. So there's that. Really, as far as anything going on with the other circuits, not so much. Everybody is still staying to the, playing in empty areas. And right now, while that's going on, if you're a wrestling fan, I just recommend against it right now. Wait till it's over. Give them your support and love, but don't watch it right now, because you're going to realize how much more your favorite wrestlers needs to train. And I mean train. So wait till the crowds are back. Wait till that goes on. Hold out for it. It's going to happen. A lot of places are loosening up their restrictions. So I would say probably by midsummer, we will be able to see wrestling back at what we're used to. Right now, it's really disappointing for fans. So unfortunately, I kind of encourage people to just hold out and wait. It's not that I want people to not watch it. It's just you're going to be disappointed, and that's not what you want to see. Is your wrestlers not working at their best and really. Half of that energy, half of everything you see, that strength to keep going, that endurance is it will just being thrown into the ropes just one time will like win you. So hold out. It's okay. We're all going through this right now. So hold out the shows. I mean, if you're really that diehard to watch it, go ahead. Like they're posting it free online, so you can go to like WWE site and see stuff and see matches. But I'm recommending against it so that way you don't get disappointed. I don't want people to lose their desire to watch wrestling and watch their favorite wrestlers out there. I want them to still have that love for them and not be like, man, they suck. No, they don't suck. It's just that energy's not there to keep them going. And right now would be an opportunity for them to really train more and really like finally sharpen their skills. And I'm just not seeing that. And I feel like they're kind of phoning it in and just, whatever. They're not hitting as hard and doing things quite as well as they could be. And their technique needs work right now. And I don't know if it's just because the crowd's not there or if they're just not feeling it because, you walk in and you don't have that crowd cheering you on when you first get there to the ring. You're like, whatever, time to go, time to brawl. And I think that's like depleting their morale. So it is definitely something you can see in each match's performance. And it's even across the like top performers. Some of the best wrestlers right now are experiencing the same like lull. So hold out. I would say midsummer we'll be able to actually see them with auditoriums packed again, and then we'll be able to really watch and enjoy it again for what it is. So right now it's a little sad, but just hold out, guys. It'll get there. That's really all I've got right now because I mean, there's nothing really hot going on. I need to get into those drama shows again and see what's going on with like the Bella twins and everything, or Bella sisters, or whatever they are. I don't know. I don't pay attention to them that much, so I got to start watching that crap again because it was a little dramatic, but people love knowing the details on their love lives apparently. So I'll start bringing some of that to the table once that starts airing because I think that's actually a summer show as well. I think that comes out in June. And then there's like a show for just the wrestling divas in general. So I'll be watching those in the summer. Get caught up, give you guys all the drama on that with who's with who and all that news. I remember when everybody freaked out when Cena broke up with the one Bella girl.
Right.
Everybody lost their minds. And then they got back together and then they broke up again and everybody lost their minds again. And I was like, oh my God.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get to let's talk about wrestling. Let's go ahead and get to baseball. So we're going to keep this short and sweet, people. Right now, baseball. We're hearing baseball's coming back soon. But we'll talk about more baseball. But we're trying not to keep ourselves on here too long. Pyretto really want to talk about the St. Louis Cardinals. Hart and St. Louis, both of them want to talk about the Cards, and I understand, but we want to keep this short. We're gonna save that for later. But right now, to literally whet our appetites with baseball, let's go ahead and talk about some Dream World Series matchup and who we think would win in the end. So Ryan, I'm gonna let you go first. Dream World Series.
Without my favorite team, correct?
I'm not even gonna pick. I'm not even gonna pick the Mariners or the Rays.
I've been watching the history of the Mariners on like Dorktown. They've been uploading them like every week. It's been really interesting. So I almost want to say that, but no, because so many people hate them. And I would just kind of love it like for the big villain. So I want out of the AL. I want the Astros to go. Just to piss people off, and like everybody has something to root for. Everybody will root against them. Like the whole country will be rooting against the Astros.
Right.
So I would like to see the Astros, and then because they have been suffering for so long, it's been so long since they've won a World Series. Atlanta.
Fuck them.
Atlanta. Well, I gotta pick an AL and an NL team, and I can't pick the Reds. So sorry, I'm gonna go with the team it's been 25 years for the Braves. It's been a long time. So, and the Braves are good. The Braves are like they've. It seems like they're almost there, and then they just don't make it happen. I just don't want the Dodgers again. I'm just so sick of the fucking Dodgers. Please God, the Dodgers have been to plenty World Series and they can't beat the AL, so it's fine. Let's just be done with it. Yeah.
All right. I guess I'll go next. Look, without picking the Mariners or the Rays, which are two of my favorite teams. I love the Rays. Love my Rays to death. Here's the team I want to see. Look, I'm not a New York fan. I am far left field. I actually fucking hate the Yankees, and I think the Yankees are I hate everything about the Yankees. Their uniforms suck ass. They're a terrible team.
Terrible. They got 33 fucking World Series wins or 31. Some shit like I think it's 33.
Some crazy number, Mac.
Yeah,
some
like,
crazy number.
It's like 1/3 or some shit. It's fucking stupid.
It's unfair. It is
like
so unfair.
It's impossible.
That's really the only reason my team's second best is because of them. So I'm like, what do you mean? I dislike them too, Mac. I'm with you, but I dislike them because they're so fucking good.
I was about to say, Mac, that's a perfectly valid reason to dislike someone. It's because
I
they're good.
don't like them because they're fucking good. Fuck them. I hate the Yankees. I just really hate them. And
they are the damned Yankees.
The fucking Yankees. Yeah, I really don't
fucking
like
Yankees.
The fucking Yankees. But I do like the New York the other one. I forgot
the Mets.
The Mets. Even though Bobby Bonilla, happy Bobby Bonilla Day, they fucked up everything. And they sometimes get hot, sometimes get cold. And I remember there was a World Series between the Mets and the Yankees, and ultimately the Yankees won with fucking Derek Jeter and fucking I don't want to say his name, but I'm pissed. Anyway, I want to see a rematch, and I think eventually, I think I would like to see a rematch because I want to see the Mets win, and I want to see the Mets win big because I want them to just say, for once, fuck you, Yankees, we win this time. So,
I mean, it's been a while for the Mets, so that's fair. It's Jesus,
yeah. And Ryan, I'll go ahead and give you one. I actually would like to see the Big Red Machine. I want to see the Cincinnati Reds. Yeah.
The season, the Reds look poised to turn it around, and then this happens.
Yeah. I mean, hold on, they're in the Hold on, they're in the AL, right? I thought they're in the AL. Are they in the AL?
No, it's the NL.
NL. So that means they would have to play a team from the West. Damn it. I mean, I like to see. Hold on, Cards are in the Cards. Where the Cards at?
Cards are in the same division as the Reds, Mac. The Reds are in the NL Central.
Yeah. Fuck.
I don't know what's going to happen if they play this season, though. Apparently, they're floating an idea of merging the leagues to speed up the season to rush through
3 divisions. That's it.
It's weird. It's going to be weird. All right, but Mac, let's hear from Pyretto.
Yeah, Pyretto.
Me? Okay, because you guys are hating on me, not let me pick my team.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with my sister's team. I want to see the Athletics stomp the shit out of the Braves. That's
that would be cool.
Yes.
It's been so long for Oakland.
Yes. I want to see that too.
I would be rooting alongside with my sister, and we would just be so happy. And so I hate living in Braves country. This is horrible.
It sucks. I know, right?
I'm like, dude, there are so many other good teams nearby that you could pick, and you're picking the Braves. That close.
Bobby Cox is gone.
Carolina. You are nowhere near Atlanta. And you're like, the Braves.
Bobby Cox retired. There's no more World Series championship coming to you. You suck now. Damn it. Sorry. I had to yell at Braves fans. I just went, Bobby Cox is gone. He is not coming back. You're not winning another. I'm sorry. I just want to tell all Braves fans that.
I mean, how depressing are the '90s? You go to 5 World Series and you only get one. That's
Yeah,
ooh.
yeah. And this to the Cleveland Indians. That's that franchise. Can I just change mine to the Cleveland Indians just win the one?
That's what mine is. Mine's the Cleveland Indians versus Chicago Cubs. Like if we're just throwing
So
out
a rematch.
shit
I like
that could
that.
never happen.
I like that.
I would like the super racist name of Cleveland Indians to win over the cool name of Chicago Bears. I think Bears aren't as important as Indians. Or maybe I think Indians are more important than Bears. Who the fuck cares? Do you know how many racist names there are in the league of sports? Washington Redskins. What the fuck is that about? Has Dallas ever actually asked a cowboy if he's okay with being just named a star? That's not cool. How athletic can you be from Oakland? I have no idea what's going on. No idea.
Mac, I'll change mine. I just looked. The Britain Mariners have never been to a World Series.
Oh, the Mariners.
Okay.
My dream would be for the Mariners to finally go to a World Series.
Actually, that's my dream. I would love to see the Mariners go to a World Series.
Only people that piss off about the name Mariners are, of course, people from Atlanta.
Aquaman's upset.
They do not care. Right.
Actually,
we don't fuck Aquaman, right? Fuck
actually, yeah.
We can all agree on that. Fuck
actually, this is just my dream scenario, and this is just me. I just want Ken Griffey Jr. and Ichiro to at least get the World Series and win it. That's all. If they can win it, I don't give a fuck. I just want one of those two to win one. Ichiro deserves one.
He's going back if he's pulling out names like that. No shit talking about a dream. Fuck.
Had a dream.
No, I'm just being honest. They deserve one. They earned theirs.
Well, they kind of deserve it, and then they don't because they traded David Ortiz.
Yeah.
They had David Ortiz, Mac. And they
him
didn't keep him.
Thank you.
I mean,
like, Jesus.
I'm just saying, like,
they also had A-Rod.
not helping him out either. Like, it's not. What are you gonna do? And then he went on to be awesome. So,
yeah, I mean,
it's amazing to think about the potential lineup of the Mariners if everybody stayed in town.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus,
they would have beaten everybody.
Good God.
They would have been
Ortiz, Ichiro, A-Rod, Ken Griffey, all in the same lineup. That's not fair.
That's not fair. Ken Griffey's like, what the fuck? I don't got to do shit.
I become the worst player on the team. What the fuck?
Ken's like, I'm trying to win.
He's like, bro, you got to trade me, bro. Wait a minute.
Ken Griffey's like, Junior's like, I'm trying to win the batting record. All I want to do is win it. Darn it. Oh boy, this is fun. I'm having fun. All right, guys.
Mac, I think we almost forgot about your GM dog thing.
Oh no, we did not.
Good.
We definitely did not. In fact, guys, you know what it's time for? It's time for GM Dog! All right, so guys, this is GM Dog. GM Dog is a magical damn dog. Right now we're trying to get something creative for GM Dog, but right now GM Dog is basically based on Bill Belichick's dog Nike, who we've already established that he is the GM of the Patriots and he picked all those picks in the draft that night. So thank you, Nike. You're an awesome dog and you're a cutie. Anyway, besides, very cute dog. But Angie's sort of working on something. She's gonna get something that we can actually show. But until then, we're gonna make a shirt on it. But we're working on it, people. We're gonna try. I don't know if we'll make it, but we're gonna try to get a shirt if you want it. GM Dog will be made somehow. But anyway, in the meantime, what GM Dog is? GM Dog literally goes basically to any era of any team and fix that particular team. And literally, it can speak. The dog can't speak English, so the dog goes to the GM of that team and says, "Look, if you don't pick this player or you don't make this move, you're gonna suffer all your life. I'm a talking dog, so you gotta listen to me." That's what he does. He gives the GM the move, and the GM has to make the move. So, so this is what it is. It's a one-time deal. So the GM dog cannot, and also GM dog powers are limited. He can't go out and or go on the field and stop something. He can't tackle nobody. Things will happen. Those type of things happen, but he can give you something that can help you on that field or basketball court or anywhere. All right, Ryan, we're gonna let you go first.
Okay. So back in 1999, the Bengals had the third overall pick, and the GM of our lovely GM Mike Brown, who will rot in hell someday. Yeah, I don't mince my words about Mike. He offered a king's ransom of draft picks for the number one pick. And instead of drafting three, he would have had to draft 12. So apparently he was so infatuated with Akil Smith, he was like, no, I'm not going to double my draft. I'm not going to have the Saints offered every pick in the draft that year and future first round picks. No, he's stuck with Smith. So the GM dog is going to take that trade, and then the Bengals, with the 12th overall pick, will take Drew Brees and will become hopefully a winner of the 2000s. I'm not going to go on a limb and say a dynasty like the article I read. Like they're like the Bengals could potentially become, a dynasty of the 2000s. I'm not going to go that far. I'm just going to say we kill the monkey, we win a playoff game, we might even win a Super Bowl. It would just be better than wasting that pick on Smith, who, yeah.
All right, got you. I guess I get to go next. Yeah, I'm gonna go in a different direction. I'm actually going to help out your Cincinnati Bengals. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, so as we know, is it 1989? When was your last Super Bowl? Was it 1989, right? 1989, am I correct?
It's been a minute, Mac. It's been a while.
1989 Super Bowl with
lost to the San Fran. Yeah.
Lost to San Fran. All right. What y'all? Well, so here's what's gonna go down. At the time, I feel like the only reason you lost that Super Bowl was the fact that you didn't have someone to literally hit the shit out of. You didn't have nobody to literally put a brick wall in front of Jerry Rice. You didn't have nobody to hit Jerry Rice or literally go over the middle, or as John Taylor go up the middle to make that touchdown in the last minute, and somebody then knock the shit out of John Taylor as he makes that last minute touchdown and throw Montana makes that drive. So what I'm going to tell the GM dog to do is, hey GM dog, find some way to get the Bengals, running live and put them at safety. That will help you.
Why are you helping my team and not your Bucks? That's what I'm confused by.
My Bucks was already fucked in the 90s. There's no helping them. My team was fucked in the 90s. I mean, we literally there was nothing helping them. I mean, if I could, I would tell them, hey, let's not trade Steve Young. But what the fuck? We weren't going to sign nobody in the time. Steve Young was better off staying and going to San Francisco. I'm not going to do that to the man. But yeah,
you pitched something before we started about getting Peyton Manning, but you don't want to ruin Steve Young in Tampa?
Hell no. We sucked at that time in the 90s.
Steve Young is a Hall of Fame quarterback. I'm assuming he would have made them better.
I would have loved to keep Steve Young, but we had no wide receivers at the time, and those dumbasses. Look, we had Hugh Cloverhouse. Anything that GM Dog would have done, he would have found some way to. Look, this is the time of Hugh Cloverhouse. Hugh Cloverhouse, like Mike Brown, is a terrible, terrible, terrible owner and a piece of shit owner and a piece of shit GM. Even though I would have told him, hey, keep Steve Young, he's going to be a Hall of Famer, he would have been like, okay, so I guess you're going to work with the wide receivers you got right here. Fuck. That means he ain't going to give him no weapons, nothing, nada. He's going to let that well dry. So there was nothing to help him. There's nothing to help Hugh Cloverhouse. This is the same man who got rid of Doug Williams because He was black.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
Wait, that was the only reason he traded him away was because of the color of his skin?
No,
Yeah.
he didn't sign him because he was black.
Mm.
And this is a
Yeah.
man. This is a man who beat the Eagles in one of his first playoff game after going 0-16. One of them
Mac,
playoff
what year was it?
1979. I want to say the 1981 Bucks. 1981 Bucks.
And it was still that big of an issue.
Yeah, yeah,
You would rather lose than to have one of the.
yes, yes.
I'm sorry, that just. I'm of a different generation, obviously, so I'm just like.
Yeah, I know. Look, I
One year
understand.
before I was born.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's the reason Hugh wanted to get rid of him. It was because he was black. He did not want to sign him because, well, this guy can't win us the big one. So.
Did he get confused that he's not the GM and coach for the fucking Colts? The whitest fucking NFL team there is?
Look, there's nothing. This is.
I'm sorry, I'm just appalled.
I understand.
Wow.
I understand. Hugh Clover, I told you, I'm telling you, Hugh Cloverhouse is the worst piece of shit owner that the Bucks has ever had. I am forever grateful that Malcolm Glazer purchased the Bucks, and anything before after Malcolm Glazer, I would happily try to do anything because Glazer's gonna listen. But Cloverhouse, he's gonna do something and fuck it up later.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't get into football until let's see, I was in 6th grade, so that would have been 1993, 94, that season. And so for me, the past knowledge I don't really have a lot of, and so I did not know that. And I'm just like, if you just said that was in like the early 70s, I'd be like, all right, I get it. But 1981, that's really shitty.
Pirate, I'm going to be honest here. Also, it get even worse. Look, back in the 81, our fans were I'm going to be honest. I'm a Bucks fan, and I will sit here and tell you, I'm a Bucks fan. But some of our fans are stupid and fucking idiots. They are fucking retarded, and they're racist. And they're still racist.
For me, it's hard.
Pyro, when I mean they're racist and dumb, they literally sent him they literally sent Doug Williams a letter saying, no end is going to, you think UNs are going to can play quarterback. You're not going to win a Super Bowl. But I was like, oh shit, this is why we can't win the Super Bowl. I was like, damn it. We're never going to win. We should have never won a Super Bowl. That's how bad they were back then. And then not only that, it's funny. Doug Williams take the Washington Redskins to the Super Bowl wins. And then we're sitting up here like, we love you, Doug Williams. We love you, Doug Williams. And I'm like, that motherfucker's backhanded piece of shit. That's always like, I really yell at him every time. I said, I'm the one that's like, you piece of shit. You don't know a good quarterback.
I feel naive. Because like straight, I also figured like sports was like the one time people would be like the opposite with racism, be like, "Oh, you're black, you're really good. Let's get you on the field." Like,
hell no.
Oh, Pirata.
I don't know if that's the opposite of racism. What you just said, I feel like that's the embodiment of it.
I don't know what.
I think what you're trying to say is people would ignore their racism because of a skin, because somebody's black is good, and sadly, that's not the case.
Honey, if you don't win.
Like,
if that was the case, I wouldn't be like a pro video gamer.
Like,
I mean, yeah.
How do people like that? No wonder your team sucked. I'm so sorry, Mac. Like, fuck. That's dude. Now I get why you were calling him a piece of shit though, because I was like, whoa, shots fired. Like
he was a terrible owner. He did a lot of things that were stupid. I remember I wasn't even born yet, and I looked at half the stuff he did. I was like, damn, I'm glad we got rid of him. He's fucked. I mean, and the only good thing here's a funny thing, and I always I always thank God for Sam White. And this is when we had Cloverhouse. Thank God for Sam White, because if we didn't have damn Sam White, we would have never got Derek Brooks and Dagon Warrensapp down in Tampa. Them fuckers were not coming to Tampa with. Hugh Cloverhouse is like, let's use the pick on a running back. No! I want Warrensapp and I want Derek Brooks, or I'm leaving. And he got them. He got Warrensapp and Derek Brooks. Literally,
he tried to leave. If he didn't get him, that's cool.
He,
Like,
and,
that's
and you want to know
that's balls,
something?
man.
No, he literally told Cloverhouse, if I don't win this season, if I don't get you a winning season with these two, I'll resign. He didn't have a winning season with those two. He resigned, but he wanted them to because he believed in those two. And after that, Hugh Cloverhouse did something smart. I'm selling. Yes, thank God. And then we got the Glazers. Everybody complain about the Glazers. And I tell people, do y'all remember I said, do y'all want to go back to the Cloverhouse days? I said, yeah, y'all better shut up because these boys are not bad. They care about this team. Cloverhouse gave up two shits about this team. They love this team. That's all I gotta say. I'm done. But yeah. But Ryan, I want to help the Bengals. I think Ronnie Lott will secure that middle of the field. I think he might get a pick on Joe Montana. I think that might happen.
Cool.
All right, who's next?
I'll go next. I think in 2003, the St. Louis Rams should trade Mark Bolger for a defensive lineman, a linebacker, or a tight end.
Or a
Get rid of
cheerleader.
Mark Bolger. At this point in the Rams' history, there's no way he can be the successor to Kurt Warner, therefore pushing him to be another level of championship that we later saw him in Arizona. Makes it get rid of Mark because he was scared. He played scared the entire 5 years he was there. Then he went to Kansas City, played scared, and got trumped out there too. Like he was a scared little man baby that could throw a nice pocket pass. Like
he quote Lisa Simpson, he was a boy playing a man's game.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, that's cool. So somebody don't like Mark Bolger. I understand. He sucked.
He's not welcome in my city.
Pyretta?
I mean, God, there's so many times that the Chiefs screwed up in the draft. First off, stop drafting LSU players. I'm always gonna harp on that. Never let that go. But first, can I thank the Bills for 2017 draft giving us Mahomes because that was pretty hot. Thank you. So if GM Doc's gonna go in and do like some magical fixing, let's see. I don't remember the exact year of this. Hold on, let me think. When did Kurt Warner get signed to the fucking Rams? Because I would just purely to piss my mother off.
He's like 98. No, he's like 98.
To have whatever year he got drafted to the Rams to go to the Chiefs just to piss my mom off because she was all about the Rams because finally St. Louis had a home football team. No, we always had one. It was Kansas City Chiefs, 2 hours down the road. Like, come on, they're right fucking there. KCMO, whoop, right there.
Look, Pyretta, I double up on you. I love that move because that means the Bucks would have beat whoever team was. Oh, we would have beat the shit out of the Arizona Cardinals. We would have won the Super Bowl. Boom.
So Kurt Warner went undrafted. So the scenario you're wanting is that the Chiefs sign Warner. So your guy's great tight end who I'm blanking on has a great quarterback to match.
Yeah, because I'm just saying like, and he was good, and I just was so tired of him being everywhere in St. Louis because in general I was not a fan of the Rams. I didn't honestly, straight up, I got to meet when they came to St. Louis, I got to meet one of the owners and it was a woman and she made such a big deal about her being a broad that owns part of a football team. That when I am a 14-year-old pissed me off. It made me realize at that point that she wanted me to respect her because she was a female in a male-dominated industry, when I could have just respected her for what she was actually doing instead of just the fact that she had ovaries. So it rubbed me wrong, and ever since then, I have had it against the Rams because that, to me, is bullshit. I want to respect people for what they do and what they bring to the table. The fact that you just happen to be female in a male-dominated industry is not enough for me. That does not make me respect you by default. And I don't disrespect you by default either, but I judge everybody based on what they bring to the table. And when she came into my classroom, and disrupted our whole science class, which our science class was bomb in 8th grade. So when you interrupt me getting to bend glass pipettes and shit and like burn sugar and stuff and like, oh my God, it was so fun. I'm not happy. So when you take me away from the one class I actually like aside from PE, you better really come with something good. And it was just about like how great she was, not how great her players were, not how awesome her team was going to be, not about the type of stadium we were getting. It was all about her. So ever since then, honestly, I've really had it against the Rams. And I was so happy when they left St. Louis, to be really honest. I know a lot of people were mad and upset. So I would like to go back and take Warner, who, yes, I give him this. He was a fantastic player. Now, I personally choose to hate him because he was a Rams QB, but that's okay. It was really not really him. It's just the team. If he'd have been with the Chiefs or really any other team, he got to play for the fucking goddamn Cowboys. I would have been okay with it. But just take him and go ahead and put him on my team. And you know what?
We could avoid the Trent Green era.
We didn't make the fucking playoffs. You know how mad I was?
You avoid the Trent Green era by having Kurt Warner. So that's an upgrade.
And Tampa wins.
I called my parents, and it was the end of the 2001. You know how it ends in 2000, how it laps over into 2001. That Super Bowl when the St. Louis Rams won. I no joke called up my parents. I called them from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I said, "Hell just froze over." And they're like, "What do you mean?" And I said, "The Rams just won the Super Bowl," because I told them that the Rams would never win the Super Bowl, and if they did, hell would freeze over first. And I had to call them and let them know that hell froze over because they fucking won it. And I could not believe it. I was so irate.
Well, let me tell you something. Let me tell you why I love this deal, because no Kurt Warner equals no Rams in the 1999 NFC Championship, which means
the Rams or the Bucks go to the Super Bowl and lose to
beat the shit at the Titans. I'm gonna be honest here.
That was a good Titans team, man.
No. God. First of all, I'm gonna say right now, God rest his soul, Steve McNair. Before I say this,
Mac,
we would have literally destroyed Steve McNair.
Okay, that's okay.
We would have destroyed Steve McNair. Steve McNair would not even. Derek Brooks, all you got to do, Derek Brooks will be on that field like, oh, I can run. No, you won't. Derek Brooks will be on him, shadowing him. And also as an added bump, but as an added business, Hardy Nickerson never been to a Super Bowl. He played with the Steelers. Never been to a Super Bowl. Hardy Nickerson's going to beat the shit out of anybody that comes near him. I mean, Warren Sapp is going to lose his mind. I mean, we're gonna, man, we would have.
Who was the defensive end on the Titans back then?
Who?
Who was their starting defensive end? Like,
I think it was.
I don't know.
No, I think I remember. It was.
That's why I need Zach. Like, fact check that for me.
I think I remember. I don't remember him.
So we're looking at when the Titans went to the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, 1999 Titans.
All right, let's take a look at these Titans here. Jump to the Tennessee Titans season, roster, defensive linemen. On the edge, you had Mike Frederick and Kenny Holmes and Javon Curse.
Javon Curse.
That's who I was thinking of, like Kenny fucking Holmes. Okay, thank you. Because I couldn't remember, and I am trying to Google it, and you got it faster than me.
But yeah, no, Mac, I mean, I want to say that the Rams, I don't know. That was a good Titans team. They went 13-3.
That was a good Titans team, but they got there by luck. I don't think they're gonna lose their luck when they
went 13-3. How is that luck?
They barely won the NFC. Remember that 1999. Remember, they needed a miracle to beat the Bills.
And then they proceeded to win.
They needed that miracle. If that miracle never happened, they wouldn't have never made the Super Bowl.
Some teams need miracles to win. It just is what it is.
I know you don't want us to win this Super Bowl.
Like the New York Giants.
We talked about like how last year St. Louis went from losing in their division to fucking winning. I'm just saying, like, that was a miracle. I'm not gonna lie. I was like,
that was a miracle. Yeah.
They were dead last to win in the
They should have won against the Bucks. Period. But anyway, we're getting about that. But anyway, I mean, come on, Ryan. I mean, I'll let your Bengals win. Come on, you at least let me have.
I'm just saying. I would like to see that Bucks defense against the Titans. I just don't know. That was a Titans team that went 13-3.
The Bucks team got 13 wins too. That 1999 team was good. Hold on, 1999 win. I think it was not. I don't know if it's 13-3. I might be wrong.
Oh, that's why I had to do fuzzy stuff because I was like, I don't know if Warner was drafted or if he was pulled because I didn't follow his career. Once he got to St. Louis, though, I was so tired of hearing about him.
I mean, also think about the Jaguars that year went 14-2. Their only two losses to those Titans.
Oh, I was
That's
wrong.
a good Titans team.
I'm wrong. Correction. It was 11-5 and win 11-5. My correction.
I mean, that's a solid year. But like you said, you needed a better quarterback that year. I don't think
we would have ran all over with WD-40.
Maybe. That Titans team slowed down the greatest show on earth too.
The greatest show on turf. Yep, Say turf. It right. Turf. All right.
That was me. Say with the chest.
We put on a Hall of Fame show each night we hit the turf.
It was beautiful football. Like it was unreal how good it was to watch that.
Look, is it wrong for me? Is it wrong for me that I just really want to give Ward Dunn the Super Bowl? Come on, man. Ward Dunn
There's nothing wrong with that. Warren Dunn's a good
Ward Dunn deserved the Super Bowl, and he went to the fucking Falcons, and I don't understand why couldn't he just take a pay cut and just come back to the Bucks? He would have been awesome. We would have gotten him a Super Bowl. Ward Dunn deserves him a Super Bowl. He was good for the Bucks. He earned his shot. Anyway, I guess that's it, guys. GM Dog, that was pretty good. I liked it. We'll probably do it again sometime, but it's a good segment. But anything else in the world of sports? Tennis?
No, it's
I got nothing, guys.
Don't you dare make me look up tennis. Like I would hate.
Please, God, I hope the NBA is able to figure out something. I want to see who wins this thing.
Yeah, me too.
I'm so intrigued. I'm going to be upset if Giannis leaves Milwaukee because the coronavirus ended his shot at a title in Milwaukee. That would suck. Suck.
Yeah, but also we know who will not be there. The Knicks.
The Knicks.
We know the Knicks ain't making it.
They ain't making shit.
I will bet you $2 trillion the Knicks ain't making it.
They're making
not happening.
I'll go even further. That I'll put $2 on it that the Knicks ain't gonna make the next lottery.
That's the cool universe. The Knicks will be terrible.
They don't make the playoffs for 10 years. I got you for $1 bet. Don't give me $1.
Hey, that bet's still on, guys.
2031, they will still not have made the playoffs. $1.
Hey, that bet's still on. The day you make the play, remember, Knicks. If you make the playoffs, me and Trill will go to Madison Square. We will go. We will go see the Knicks play that playoff.
I'm sparing no expense.
I am not. I will be right
wearing a Spike Lee t-shirt. I'm sparing no expense.
I will be right there with Spike Lee cheering you on. Like I need to see this.
Oh God, the Knicks back in the playoffs. You know that Spike Lee had an orgasm the minute that happened. He'll stop dead in his tracks.
Shit. You know Spike Lee gonna be on the court floor crying like, oh God, I told me it would never happen. When it happened, we made it in the playoffs. I can't believe it. Told me, you asshole.
Oh man. That's a fun conversation for next time. Worst owners in sports. That's a good one.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Well, okay, guys, that's gonna be our next time. Worst owners in sports. Cobble House is number 1. All right. Anyway, let's go and get to the plugs. Ryan, what you got to plug?
The Duncan Zed show. It's not sports related. It's movie related. It's about sci-fi movies and then a random movie to go with the sci-fi flick. Mac is finally going to make his appearance very soon. I can't wait. Mac is going to get to talk about The Wizard.
Yeah!
Yeah.
When y'all, I don't know when y'all gonna film it, but I'm coming. Damn it.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll get that squared away. But yeah, The Wizard and Dazed and Confused. Oh boy.
Oh, I can't. Oh, I gotta watch Dazed and Confused too.
Well, I mean, if you've seen it, Mac, you don't have to watch it. If you've seen it and you know the movie, you're good.
I gotta refresh myself on it.
Dude, Tom's the co-host and he doesn't watch every pick.
Right.
Okay,
right,
so you're
right.
good. You're good.
All right.
That's it for me.
All right. But I'm gonna be on there. Yay! I've been waiting to get on this podcast. Trill.
TrillXO, Trill_XO at twitch.tv. I stream an hour after this ends, so it's at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can catch me there Monday through Friday at noon at Central Standard Time, and Saturdays and Sundays. I love to hang out with my viewers and followers and hop into other people's chats. Thanks so much for having me, guys. I love you.
All right. Oh, yeah. Love to, man. Love you too. Pyretta.
Okay, I'm gonna try and not screw this up here with my screen share. We'll see how I do. Trying to give everybody my socials. So
I will work because it's gonna.
Oh, there it goes. Oh,
I don't know. They'll see it because it'll freeze. It freezes this up, so hopefully it won't do that.
Okay, well, if you want to find my Facebook page, it's the Pyretta Blaze. That is also my handle on Twitter, the Pyretta Blaze. You can find me on Instagram at Beautiful Yet Dangerous. And my Twitch tag is Pyretta Sapphire. That's Sapphire with one P, spelled incorrectly because I am dyslexic. And then you can also catch me up on YouTube at Pyretta Blaze. So those are my socials, and you can come find me there. Tonight, I'm going to be either raiding with my crew, or I'm going to get into Call of Duty grinding for that Mara skin because she's a baddie with a rockin' body. I love that Venezuelan girl. I'm like, oh, wow. And my boy's already got her, and he's wearing her in front of me, just teasing me. And then Devil's about to get her in like 2 more levels. And I'm like, I'm going to be running with all Mara while I'm this other chick that I don't even like. Oh, it's killing me. I don't know the girl's name of the skin that I'm wearing right now.
All right.
I think I saw you playing with Charlie.
All right, gotcha. Let me get out of this. Because right now I got to fix this again. Damn it.
No. Wait, how do I end that?
I already got it. I did it for you.
Thank you. I was like,
I gotta fix the Zoom now. Damn it.
I'm sorry, my stuff's confusing.
It's okay. That's why I don't screen share because it always messes up the Zoom for somebody. It used to do it, but now, yes, they're acting up. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, go watch. Yeah, they didn't see it, so I'm sorry, Pyretta, but you did share it, so that's good. We'll get you. We'll get it.
We'll have to, I don't know, teach me better.
Well, yeah, don't worry, it was okay. But you said what you had to say, so I guess they'll get there. Yeah, what I got to plug? Oh yeah, I'm Matt Poole. I'm Matt Poole, aka Mac, aka the Gang Fixer, aka just me. Thank you for watching our channel. Keep looking at our content. Like, guys, we are 4,000 away from 10,000. So let's get to 10,000 subscribers. We want to get there for the year ends. It would be awesome to get to 10,000. I will love it. Also, make sure you go. I want to thank. I really want to thank Hamilton Fisher, aka Bryan, for being in the chat. I want to thank him for popping up. He said we have former reps, really, and he want to talk about Tom Brady and talk about Tom Brady ain't going to fix Tampa. I disagree with you, but hopefully we can get him on the next show. But please go find him at the Handsome Fixer. He's awesome. You can go spread it out. Please go see his content. It's pretty awesome. And also he got an album, so go listen to his album. It's pretty good. The Esh, Ryan Esh. Look it up. He's awesome. And yeah, just look at our keep looking at our content. We got more content coming up soon. We got the Gamer Grudge Championship coming up Monday. We got so much stuff coming for you soon, and also summer streaming is coming up soon. People coming up very soon, so hopefully you'll like that. But as of right now, people, the GF1 Sports Podcast is over. I almost said GF1 Podcast, but I don't care. We'll see you next time on another episode of GF1 Sports. See ya. Bye.
Bye.